nobody on my channel.
Red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, good one.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. He gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
As y'all can see, I'm busy.
Executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Ray, I gotta go.
Out of the gun. Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Alicia, you
that
still here?
That's good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch.
Alicia, you see who I got?
You force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield.
Look on the stream.
Space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
I don't care.
Nice play he made there in the open field.
I don't care. I don't care how you look.
Throwing again on second down. Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
What's up?
And he will take
What's
this
up,
home. It's a touchdown.
What's going on?
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well,
go back with me to our training
Hey,
camp.
what's going on? How you doing?
What's going on? How you doing?
And then my favorite.
Man, everybody on this motherfucker.
That means everybody finds someone to block them legally.
But show that, and you know that. Oh, Killer Gun.
No, that.
Like Killer. Killer's got a good game.
No, that. All right, then, y'all. I'm going to holler at you. He can get it all, man. It's early in the morning.
So they throw the pick six.
Took me some grits and some eggs.
As this one's in the air.
No, I'm a burner.
Fielded
All
near the
right,
back
I'm
of the
going to
end
holler at
zone.
y'all. All right.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out.
Make a gamer baby. Is that what you just said? This shit's imps. What your fool in there?
Looks like he had green.
Oh, he got over. He got over. Good play, bro.
Wait a minute, here you go.
Just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Where you going?
A good pickup there, a 22.
Yeah, you. Oh.
From the 34 now.
So they want to see what's behind me.
Here's Hill.
You got to see him my day.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45.
I'm about to get it on. I'm about to get it
22
on,
more
man.
yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off
I know he ain't got the AC on. I'll holler at y'all, yo.
All right. Appreciate you.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator.
This is party, so once he leave out, right, we ain't going to be there. Still chat, right?
Find our way back into this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Hill. Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. A shotgun snap for Hill. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Being chased out left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Oh, again.
It's Thomas.
Strike him.
A few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
It get tough down here, though, baby. Babe, you still in the chat?
They'll run.
Get him.
Fullback. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position.
Oh, we get that too.
For the touchdown. Taysom Hill taking it
That
in.
quick hike, come on, because if you don't give a chance to do all them clicks,
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is DJ Reed returning. A dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
Come on, big fella, block him.
For that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
14.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
Oh, I still had him.
Looks like he had green on that one.
Ooh, I like
He works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Complete.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
6 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And again, it's Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Oh.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again. Hill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So here we go on 4th. Hill. Oh. It's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Pardon me.
Saints 14.
Oh, man, who is that? Who connection is that? Trying to peek a
Boy, they're
bit.
down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick.
Oh, said George.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Reed. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
You screaming now, bro?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's Reed returning.
P.J. Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He gives it off to Carson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Brought down
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Kickoff for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, Iambmore-Tay Harris. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for the
pressure comes and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Hill throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Gain of 20. 1st down, Saints.
Now Hill. Looking long for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just
Tyler Lockett, 30, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, too. A day, too.
Mike, 49. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
On fourth down, Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 58 yards. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
Stop that. That's my go-to play, too.
And that touchdown reception.
Can't stop that. That's going to be tough. Hey, man. I'm playing a rank game. Then call it quits.
Capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now on second and 13, Smith. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin taking it in. And Washington has taken a first quarter.
I knew when they had him backing up like that, this shit was no good.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is Carson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Chris Carson tackled at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the play.
Wilson.
And it's third.
They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Smith. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
At the 15-yard line.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
13-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Washington.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up for a steal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
14.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Dustin Hopkins, the kickoff for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with McKissick, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 6-yard touchdown run, and Washington is able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes this Washington 21. Seahawks nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Smith. They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. On first down, it's Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2. At the 8.
Smith. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
Antonio Gibson. That's good for a Washington.
(21-0) our score after
Goal to go.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. And now he'll tuck, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Like that.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Now it's Smith looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Smith's pass.
So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Jason Myers to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
It's like the only way I got a chance to score right now. I'm going to lock it down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Smith. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On first down, it's Smith.
Oh!
Taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the red zone now, Smith. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there. A carry now for McKissick. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They will run it. It's
I should have pitched.
Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
Oh, I missed him.
He didn't get the
Just don't let him get in there, though. Just don't let him get in there.
As he's tackled at the 1. Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at max to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll try and run for first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 7. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He lets it fly from Lockett. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Burn him with this. Burn him with this. Just stay.
To throw again. Wilson flushed out right.
Oh, why he can't never do that for me? Why he don't never? Oh, I got to playmake him.
Picked off by Brandon Collins. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted.
Oh, I got to playmake him.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The final shot here before break. Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
They run it with Carson. Shifts by him, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Again, Wilson. And now here's another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
That's crazy.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. From the end zone, Smith. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Here's McKissick, and he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Operating from the gun, Smith. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this? 3 interceptions thus far.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the gun, Smith. And his throw here is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. By Jaron Reed. Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Fuck it. He made me mad.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Open man here, Sims complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Smith.
Oh, shit.
And he finds McLaurin.
Yeah, it's on.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
Chase Young on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Further. Go get him.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here is another interception. Picked off at at the 17. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll run on first down. Gibson, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Griffin on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And
good job!
Connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 43. Bang, 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 bang. Say.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Pick up the first across midfield to the 47. We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and a yard at the 38-yard line.
Smith going to throw it. And he'll complete this to Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Stick work.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Smith now operating from the gun. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Throwing now, Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McClure. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Off of play action. Here's Smith.
Oh, that's not big.
At the 7.
He wouldn't let me put my hands up.
Before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Oh, my goodness.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2. Here's Smith. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
Onside kick recovered by Seattle. Today,
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.